Recording. That was easy. Okay, so now we're recording. Welcome and thank you for joining me. What I'm going to be talking about today is specifically the LLV. And if that doesn't mean anything to you, then that's fine. It's the doTERRA basic supplements. And so we're going to talk a little bit about what those are and what those do. I'm going to talk a little bit about two of the other supplements. doTERRA has a wealth of supplements, but I'm going to talk a little bit about two of the others that are big standouts for me. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about I Am Fabulous, which is an incredible book by Desiree Mangadog. It's been available, I think, since September, and I got it for Christmas, and I have pretty much not put it down. And that's really what our focus in February is going to be. So that's a nice preview into what's going to happen at all the classes at the resort in February. And then the last thing I'll talk about is the New Year, New You promo, which is, I think, one of the best promotions of the year, other than maybe the frankincense promotion, but you could do both until the 15th. So if this is something that you're really interested in taking on as a lifestyle change, then you're going to be really excited to learn more about New Year, New You. And then because we're on a webinar system, I am going to be able to share my screen to show you how you can actually pull up all of this information on the doTERRA website. So I know when you listen to these webinars, it can be a little overwhelming to have so much information thrown at you. And it's easy to forget because there's so much information being thrown at you. So I'll make sure that you know where to find all of this when we're done, if you want to review it or you want to share it with a friend. So let's get started. The first product I'm going to talk to you about today is the doTERRA multivitamin. It has a fancy name, Microplex VMZ Food Nutrient Complex, but really that's what this is this is our multivitamin. And let me tell you a little bit about my personal story with our multivitamin and our omega-3 supplement. I feel like almost every doTERRA wellness advocate will agree with this and has a very similar story. I signed up for doTERRA. I told my upline, that's what we call the people that signed us up in the biz, and I told her, don't sell me anything else, I just want oils. Don't even talk to me about other things, I just want the oils. And that was my fatal flaw. I love the doTERRA oils, and they work fabulously, but they work even better when they're paired with the supplement and the omega-3 and then the other wellness supplements that doTERRA has to offer. I absolutely noticed a difference in my health in the probably year that I was stubborn and said that I would only take the oil. And then I decided, okay, I've got my loyalty rewards order, which again, if that doesn't mean anything to you, that's fine. We'll get into it later. But I was in my loyalty rewards order and I decided I'm going to try the supplements. Everyone talks about them. Everyone's bugging me about them. I might as well just add it and try it. And the beautiful thing about the supplements is that there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. You try it 30 days, and I mean, your bottle can be halfway empty. It could be empty in 30 days. If you absolutely feel like it's doing nothing for you, doTERRA will refund it fully. In my 2 years of doing this, I nor nobody that I have signed up has ever returned it, because the amount of difference I saw in my health when taking the multivitamins was unbelievable. I went, when I've been sick this last couple days with the high fever, I've been in bed. I slept for 72 hours almost straight, which is pretty much exactly why I'm not fully prepared for tonight. But I used to do that once a month. I used to be that sick at least once a month, and it would be like 3 weeks of feeling okay, because you know when you get well from a flu, you don't feel 100% the minute you walk back. It takes a little bit for you to get, back into the swing of things. Took a little bit, and then I would get sick again. And this was my cycle. And it was horrifying to me as a new mom, because how am I going to live the next 18 years being sick every 3 weeks and not being able to get out of bed? It's a wildly unrealistic expectation for motherhood. So I opened myself up to taking the supplements. I started not getting sick. And that clearly, this is not a miracle cure. It's not going to stop you from ever getting sick. but my immune system was totally different. It was unrecognizable that I went from getting sick that often to maybe getting sick every 3 months. And then maybe I'd get sick every 6 months. And if I got sick every 6 months, the colds weren't as bad as they used to be. In bed for 72 hours, not doable as a parent. Thankfully, we were on a holiday weekend, so it was somewhat passable. But do that on a regular week, in a regular month, it's not doable. So I started taking these, and that started to go away. And with that, the stress of being sick every month started to go away. I don't know why I was so stubborn about not wanting to take them, but I am not the only one in doTERRA. Almost all of us have said, I just want the oils, don't sell me on anything, because we're a lot of stubborn people. And we notice a huge difference. Some people notice an incredible increase in their energy. I've been asked if I notice the same thing, and do I feel like I don't need coffee anymore? No. Do some people? Probably, but we have to remember what my health looked like when I started my doTERRA journey. And it was a lot sicker than most people when they start their doTERRA journey. So if you're feeling better than that and you did get a boost of energy from the LLV, that's wonderful. If you're like me and you're just so happy that now you only get like a real flu maybe once a year, that's huge. Otherwise, my colds are little. Like, I don't need to sleep for 72 hours. I just need to take some pills and maybe take it easy that night. Maybe I have a runny nose and a cough or something, but I'm able to still be a mom. I still need to change pull-ups. I still need to feed him. I need to make sure that he doesn't electrocute himself. Those minor but major things. The LLVs have provided for me the ability to do that, and both the stability and the lack of stress about constantly worrying about what am I going to do when I'm sick next. So I will take being sick once or twice a year as opposed to what my life was like beforehand. And again, the sniffles here and there, maybe a little cold, but a flu that I used to see once a month, I probably see once a year now, maybe twice. And again, there's other things that play into that, but these vitamins have been huge for me. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the multivitamin. And I'm going to take them out and show you them because they're not huge. They're not teeny tiny. They're just about the right size. They're in a veggie capsule. So this is not gelatin. Gelatin is actually really difficult for your body to digest. And so this is relatively simple for your body to digest, and then you'll see on the inside it's a powder formula. Really easy for your body to handle this. Sorry, I'm going to skip to a different page. One of the things that I love about the multivitamin is that it is a balanced form of essential vitamins and bioavailable nutrients that are really intentionally formulated to provide optimum levels of the different nutrients. So if we're eating great food, which I hope all of you are, if we're all eating healthy produce and healthy meats and healthy grains, then you're doing wonderful. But we know from nutritionists that it's not giving our bodies all that they need. We need to have a supplement. And so doTERRA created their multivitamin. And what I love is that they've created the multivitamin specific to each area's dietary needs. So let's look at it this way. doTERRA is a global company. doTERRA sells here and in China. Our diets are not what China's diet is like. It's very different. So doTERRA has formulated this multivitamin for my healthy American diet, so not McDonald's 7 days a week, my healthy American diet, and these to support that, to give the nutrients that diet may be missing. In China, their diet is so completely different that they formulated something specific to be sold over there that fills the gaps in that diet. Again, in that healthy diet. You're watching this going, I eat fast food for breakfast every day. I'm sorry, please stop doing that. That's not good for you. And this is not going to be your miracle cure. This is going to support a healthy lifestyle. So some of the things that I like to talk about on these is the blend of vitamins. It does include vitamin A, C, and E. an energy complex of vitamin B, and then natural vitamin D3. Which is different than D2, D12. If that's not something that you understand, but you're interested in, please let me know. It's something that I'm really interested in, and but it's not something I want you to have to hear me drown on about tonight. It also includes a bioavailable, remember I mentioned these things before, now a bioavailable blend of essential minerals, and that includes bone nutrients like calcium, magnesium, there's zinc, iron, selenium, copper, manganese, chromium. I don't expect any of you to be writing this down, and I'm about to show you how you can find all of it. But it also contains a blend of essential trace minerals. I'm really good at words today. Trace minerals for cellular metabolism, communication, and regeneration. It also has a great blend of polyphenols such as grapeseed extract, pomegranate fruit extract, and more have been added for their great antioxidant power. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to share my screen real quick so that you can kind of take a look at how to find that. So you should be able to see this screen right here. Here's my mouse going over my frequently visited websites, and you can tell where I'm at the most. Don't judge me for all my Facebook stuff, but what you're going to do here is you're going to type in doTERRA.com. It's their website. It is open to any wellness advocate and non-wellness advocate, so you don't have to be enrolled to do this, but we're going to hover over our products. Then we're going to go down on the right here. It says supplement. We'll go ahead and click on that and scroll our screen down. And this is where you'll be able to look into depth of all the doTERRA supplements, but what we're focusing on tonight is the Daily Vitality, or the LLV, or Daily Nutrient. They've got lots of names, but here's that Microplex VMZ. And now you're on our product information page. So you're able to scroll through and read the primary benefits, provides 22 essential vitamins and minerals to support normal growth, function, and maintain cells, fights free radicals, which we hear about all the time on juice commercials, but this is going to actually do a lot more than the juice will. Support healthy immune function, which is what I focused on with my health. Support healthy digestion. But then something that I really want you to take a look at is here where it says more info, and I'm highlighting it so you can't miss it. Then click on the PIP, or the full product information page. Again, this has the product description, the concept, it has benefits, direction for use, but one of my favorite parts of it is way at the end, and it's the supplemental facts. doTERRA is so transparent, and they want you to feel comfortable using their products, so they let you know exactly what is in their products, and I feel like this speaks so strongly to them. So you're going through, you can see all of the vitamin and percentage, the proprietary whole food blend that's in it, the active enzyme blend, all of those will help with food digestion. And a big part of our problem with eating healthy food and thinking that we don't need a multivitamin to help with it is that our bodies struggle breaking down food, whether it be from different sources or like outside sources affecting us, or whether it be our own bodies rebelling. We need help digesting food, and so this proprietary, or this active enzyme blend will help fully digest and absorb the nutrients from your food. And then it also has the doTERRA Tummy Tamer blend, which I love, because for those of you that know me, know that I've been struggling with irritable bowel syndrome for probably 8 years now, maybe even close to 10. And a lot of my health issues come from my gut. Not a surprise. There's a great article you can find for free online called All Disease Starts with the Gut or the Stomach. It's translated, so I think you'll find it in both forms. But this is part of what makes such a big difference for me, is the caraway, the ginger, and the peppermint. And I've had people ask, do I burp up peppermint with this? And no, it's dry. I've not had any problem burping any of this one up. So anyway, that's something that I really wanted to point out, is the transparency with doTERRA and the fact that you can pull all of that up just by going on their website. So back to me. If you guys have any questions as I'm discussing the supplements, please feel free to stop and ask me. I'm just kind of going through and talking about my main points. But if you guys have questions, please feel free to stop and ask, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Other things, or the next one that I want to talk about, I'm sorry, with me being sick for the last 3 days, my ADD is rather all over the place, so I hope you'll all bear with me. But the next supplement I want to talk about is this beauty called XE Omega. This is our omega-3, and everyone has heard about how amazing omega-3s are. I have a book called The Omega-3 Connection, and most MDs, even if they're not big on essential oils, which some of them are not, I say with a smile because, okay, but pretty much all of them are going to be supportive of a multivitamin and an omega-3. And this is our omega-3. This is pretty tiny. It takes nothing for me to swallow these. In fact, I'll show you a really nice trick on how to swallow a bunch of supplements in 1 or 2 gulps instead of having to take a bunch of them. But I love the essential, the XE Omega, the omega-3s. And one of the big things about it is the marine and plant blend that's in it. It is pure microfiltered fish and calamari oil concentrate with ichium seed oil. If I'm saying that wrong, you're all welcome to tell me because I am just guessing. It provides 300 milligrams of EPA, 300 milligrams of DHA, 50 milligrams of ALA, 20 milligrams of SDA, and 16 milligrams of GLA. If you're like me, you probably had only heard of EPA and DHA specifically in all of the formulas for kids because it's so important in their brain development, but it's actually really important that we have it as well as adults. And these are really great quantities. And something a friend pointed out to me today was that it is from fish. It is specifically from, here it is, anchovy, sardine, and mackerel. And doTERRA does do all of that sustainably. It says so on their website. Again, you can go exactly where I was, doTERRA.com. You can pull up the supplements, and you can look up the supplemental facts like you would see on the bottle before ever having to buy the bottle and looking at it on here. Another thing that I love about it is the essential oil blend that's in it. It has clove, frankincense, thyme, cumin, wild orange, peppermint, ginger, caraway, and German chamomile, which is a little different than Roman chamomile. They have a little different medicinal benefits. I appreciate that those are in there because this is all to get the benefits of omega-3 fatty acids, which, let's say you've never heard of omega-3s before, and they help support healthy joints, the cardiovascular system, brain health, and immune function. It's not to be confused with omega-6s. Our American diet is extremely high in omega-6. And omega-6s are what really impact our high use of pain relievers, why we use so many pain relievers in our day-to-day and in our American society. And the ratio is like 3 omega-3s to 1 omega-6. And don't quote me on this because I am diving way deep into college nutrition classes. But what I believe it is it's 1 omega-3 in our current diet to 9 omega-6s. So I'll try to see if I can pull that up. I know it's in my book, the essential oil or the omega-3 connection, but you probably don't have that book. So I'll see if I can find more information on omega-3s and omega-6s. But if you're wanting to take an omega-3, this is the one that I would take a look at. Now, we do have what's called a daily nutrient pack, and that's just these two, the the omega-3s and the multivitamin. But if you want to get crazy, we have something called our LLV, which is those two plus a third supplement, and that one's called Alpha CRS. And I thought that I had it, and I do not have it on me right now. So I do have my product information page, yay! And I can show you real quick. That's what Alpha CRS looks like, the little purple one. It is the cellular vitality complex. And if that doesn't mean anything to you, again, that's fine. What this is it provides levels of natural botanical extracts that support healthy cell function. So you understand that your cells regenesis every 7 years. And when they do that, if you have a negative or a sickly environment in your body to create those cells, guess what kind of cells they make? They're going to make more unhealthy cells. So we have to find a way to better the environment within our body so that we keep creating healthier cells as opposed to the sick cells that we may currently have. Not saying that all of you are sick, but compared to my, like in reference to my body, I definitely was not creating healthy cells. So this is a really great way to do that. It is formulated to be used in conjunction with the other two. And then, then the Alpha CRS, some of the things that are great about it is the powerful polyphenols that protect cells from free radicals that damage your cellular DNA, your mitochondria, and other critical cell structures. So again, it's the cellular vitality complex. It's your big one. So what are polyphenols really quick? Because otherwise that doesn't make any sense. It's a class of antioxidant molecules that provide numerous longevity health benefits, including powerful antioxidant protection against free radical damage to cellular DNA. So pretty much just what we read. But free radicals are unstable molecules that can start a damaging chain reaction to cellular oxidization, contributing to unhealthy aging. And that's something I really want to go over real quick is oxidative stress. Your body is always under stress, and an intense form of stress is called oxidative stress. And when your cells are under stress, they respond defensively to reduce that stressor. Now, if your body is constantly fighting against stressors, what do you think it's not preparing for? It is not letting your immune system rest, and is not giving it that break it so desperately needs to be able to fight off other issues that are coming at you, especially this time of year. The free radicals damage can trigger a response that can lead to a chronic state of defensive readiness and can have long-term health consequences. So this is a real big one. If you're looking to make that big switch, I will admit that I used all three at the beginning. I've been only using the multivitamin, the omega-3, but I've been adding a different polyphenol complex that doTERRA has. And honestly, if I could use both, I would. This is, sometimes it's about price point, sometimes it's about time, sometimes it's about, I have a bunch of health problems and a bunch of other supplements I'm taking, and I had to pick which ones I wanted to address my body right now, because a lot of times what we try to do when we change our lifestyle and want to become more healthy is that we change so drastically. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust that. We change so drastically that we actually end up making our body sick because we're either detoxifying or we're overworking our cells' ability to fight off bacteria and fungus and all the virus infections. So we become exhausted and unable to fight off anything else. I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. And the man voice is starting to show up. So anyway, in terms of taking the oils, thank you for asking, but this is what I do. And again, one of the beauties and also one of the things that kind of make people a little nervous with trying essential oils and supplements is you have to find what works for you. What I say will work for me may not work for you. What doTERRA says they recommend, again, remember, it's always a recommendation. One of the beautiful things that we do in doTERRA is learn how to listen to our bodies. If our body doesn't want something, it's going to say it. If our body does want something, it'll let us know. We just have to have the skills to be able to understand when it's saying what. So what doTERRA recommends, and you'll see on the back, they've got their supplemental facts and recommendations, but what they recommend is, I'll go back over here. It says 4 soft gels daily, so 4 and 4. Oops, let me make sure that the labels are actually showing. 4 and 4. So I would recommend 2 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 2 at night, because you're going to want to do both. And I would recommend it with food. Does that mean that I have taken it without food in a rush before? Yes, I totally have. And I haven't seen any nausea or any negative side effects from doing that, but some people might. I actually don't take 2 in the morning and 2 at night. I take 1 in the morning and 1 at night because that's what my body was telling me that it needed. Now, when I had the flu, did I up my dose? Yes, until I started throwing everything up, and then I just stopped taking it because that's a waste of money. But I like to take 1 of each in the morning and 1 of each at night. I take it with at the same time as my prescription medication that, for those of you that know me, I use it for anxiety and depression. I take it with all of my other doTERRA supplements because I'm going to be honest, at this point, that's all I use is doTERRA supplements because it's just made such an incredible difference. And then regarding the what if you miss a few days and start again, I will admit that I've totally missed a few days. Obviously, I just admitted it because I was nauseous and not wanting to take anything. I didn't hardly eat for 3 days, which might be why I'm stuttery and a little spazzy. But I know people who cannot miss a day because they notice such a difference in their energy. And for me, I notice a big difference in my emotional health and my ability to tackle the day-to-day. And then I also notice my immune system. It takes a big hit when I skip it. But if you do, because life happens and we all forget, and supplements are not the number one thing that we think about, especially if you have a kid. Your number one thing is probably answering to being screamed, "Mom," all day. So that's, don't give yourself too much grief if you end up skipping. Just jump back in again. I've been asked what times of day to avoid. I know some people who take it first thing in the morning and it gives them that spring in their step and they love it. If I take anything first thing in the morning, I'm going to be nauseous. I don't like eating in the morning. In fact, when I say that I take 1 of each in the morning, by morning I mean 10. And that's usually about when I'll have like a piece of toast. Or an egg. I don't eat a lot for breakfast. It's usually an egg or some kind of protein. But for me, I like to take them at night. They help me calm down. I don't feel like they keep me up, and I don't know that I'd be the best gauge at it because I have insomnia. That tends to keep me awake, but I've never noticed a difference in staying awake from nights that I take it and nights that I don't. But I just really recommend that you find what works best for you. If taking all of them in the morning works great for you, then do that. If taking all of them at night works better for you, then do that. I prefer to take the bulk of my vitamins at night. I'll usually take 1 of these 2 first thing in the morning, 10 in the morning, because that's what works for me. So I better get hopping right along because we only have another 15 minutes. Okay. So the next supplement that I want to talk about is the doTERRA Deep Blue Polyphenols. This was a huge game changer for me. I don't know how to express that stronger because I've said that about the other 2 that I've shown you, but this was such a big difference. I can tell you that until this flu, I have probably taken ibuprofen twice this year, twice in 2016. Guess if I said this year, that doesn't really count because we're only on day 4. But I used to take it weekly, probably daily, because I had such severe migraines, and that's what I took for it. And if you want to ask me about my migraines, that's an issue for another class. But these little beauties, these deep blue polyphenols, they have helped me more with my chronic inflammation when added to my multivitamin and omega-3, that it is, it's really remarkable. So real quick, it's the polyphenol extracts of frankincense, turmeric, green tea, ginger, pomegranate, and grapeseed, designed to provide support to aching muscles and other occasional discomfort. The idea behind it is the extract of the frankincense that we sell in doTERRA, or you can earn for free. If you're interested, you can earn it for free until the 15th of this month, so feel free to shoot me any questions you have on that. It also has the turmeric and ginger, and turmeric has been used in a part of breathing practices, and the sciences behind it is that soothing role of overworked muscles and joints. So when this first came out, one of my uplines and I met for dinner and a few drinks, and then she's going to bike home. And it was much more physical activity than she had been used to, because it was spring. Like, it was just finally the snow was melting and we could all move again. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and honestly, what is it, like from November to March, you don't want to leave your home. So it was kind of a big deal for her, and she got home fully expecting. Every year that she does that, she goes home and her muscles ache. She took two polyphenol, sorry, I lifted that, took two of these, went to bed, and felt fine the next day. And that was a big sign to me, okay, why don't I try this? Because my muscles get sore easy. My inflammation is always high, even when I don't work out. And the mix between the turmeric and the frankincense has made a huge impact on my life. I'm trying to find, sorry guys. It is, a lot of these I've had questions about, are they vegan, are they vegetarian, what are they? The multivitamin, this one I was told was vegetarian, not vegan. Same with the deep blue polyphenols. However, obviously this is not vegetarian and vegan because it has fish oil in it. doTERRA does carry a vegan, fully vegan form of omega-3. However, it can only be purchased on an LRP or when you enroll. I don't know why they make it difficult. I don't know why it can't be purchased with a multivitamin, other than maybe that there isn't as much of a market for it. But it is out there. So if you're watching this and you're saying, I only do vegan, get in touch with me, and I'll get you all of the links that show all of that, because I know it's nice to actually have something tangible to see. The next supplement I want to talk about is our MitoTomax. And yes, I said that correctly. I always say Mitomax or MitoMax. MitoMax. That's what I always say. I skipped that little 2 that's in there. And these came out the same time. Sorry, my face got huge all of a sudden. These came out the same time that the deep blue polyphenols came out. Same size as most of the doTERRA supplements in the little veggie capsule. And this one is our energy and stamina complex. There is no stimulant. There is nothing addictive. It's not going to be like taking coffee. You're not going to get a headache if you miss a day of the MitoTomax. But the MitoTomax, I notice a huge difference, specifically in people with issues with their endocrine system. So if you're unfamiliar with your endocrine system, it includes your adrenal glands. For women, it contains your ovaries or men's testes and your thyroid. And what that will do is it changes the hormonal balance in your body, and it can make you very sluggish. It can make you really tired. And you've seen that difference in people that start taking the MitoTomax and their boost of energy. And for me, I've made this bottle last because I'm stubborn and I don't know why I don't take it as often. But when I know that I'm going to have a huge day ahead of me, I take 2 in the morning, and I don't do coffee. I can't do coffee. I love coffee. I will often sneak coffee anyway. But coffee, if more than just a half a cup, will just make me jittery and forget my train of thought. I'm hypoglycemic, and it makes my blood sugar drop significantly. And I don't have any of those issues with the Mito 2 Max. I'm so excited I said it correctly again. All right, I'm going to pull up that sheet. I had it pulled up, and then I turned the page. Okay, I need to get hold music for when I do this, so you guys don't have to just sit there in silence and wait for me to figure out where it is. Okay, well, I don't need it. I changed the page and I don't remember where it is, but it supports healthy mitochondrial function and aerobic metabolism without the use of harmful stimulants. So like I said, there's no stimulants in it. It is a long-term healthy alternative to caffeinated drinks. It has the mitochondrial energy cofactors. Again, you can go on doTERRA.com and take a look at all of these beautiful supplemental facts so you can see it for yourself. It also has a circulation support blend. That's big for me. I struggle with circulation. My hands are always freezing, and this will help support my body's ability to not always have freezing hands. And then I'm hesitant saying this because I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong, but adaptogenic blend, which includes ginseng. And I'm sure some of you have heard about ginseng for memory retention, as well as for energy and stamina. So these are great little add-ons to your multivitamins. And before I move on real quick, I just want to reiterate, you've got your multivitamin, or nope, this is your fish oil. This is why I should have looked at it before I held it up to my face, and your multivitamin. If you do anything from leaving this webinar tonight, it should be trying out these. They're amazing. They really are. They made such a huge life difference in you. And 30-day money-back guarantee, what do you have to lose? And then if you want an add-on, oh, there's also your Alpha CRS. Sorry, I don't have the bottle on me. And then these are your 2 add-ons that you can actually add on. And I can show you that if you order them at the same time as your multivitamin and your omega-3, I can show you how to get these for only $20 each. This one I know off the top of my head is a $59 wholesale value. And I get it for $20, and I can teach you how to do that too. So before I let you guys go, because we're going to get kicked off in about 5 minutes, I want to cover real quickly, I Am Fabulous. This is the book by Desiree Mangdog. It's published through edgesuccess.com. You can also find it on Aroma Tools, Oil Life. Almost everyone's carrying it now because it is the it book. But you go in it, and all it is different blends to support emotional health. So remember, we talked about being fabulous you. You can't be fabulous if we're just focusing on your physical body. We have to focus on your emotional state. And so here's one of my favorites. This is the Be Brave blend. And I just really quickly wanted to read part of this for you. Be brave is used when you know it is time to make significant change in your life. It's ideal when the change is drastic and many fears come up because you believe making the jump is a huge risk. This blend will help you be bold and courageous to take that leap of faith despite what naysayers tell you. For those of you that know me, know that this year I had my first foray into politics, and it has been both one of the most incredible journeys I've ever been on and one of the most stressful. I was really raised in an atmosphere where standing up for yourself was considered extremely rude, and what that never registered for me was when I saw an injustice happening. How could I stay silent? So it's this juxtaposition of me knowing that I need to take a stand, and I need to stand up for people, and I need to stand up for myself because I deserve it, and thinking for my whole life that it's rude. And how can I get rid of that disbelief and let this one take over when this disbelief, this lie that standing up for myself is unhealthy and rude to other people, how can I go about getting rid of that. And this little blend, it's the Be Brave blend. This is what they look like. The book, you can order it with these pretty stickers. I know I'm a total nerd, but there's a little sticker on the top, and this is how we use it. So I go into a political meeting, and this is every political meeting. I do not go with this without this oil. I just rub it on my pulse points. Your veins are really prominent here. They're close to the skin, so the oil is going to seep into your bloodstream quicker. I just rub them together, and I go into the meeting. And you may not think, if you've not had an essential oil experience yet, you probably think I'm super crazy and weird. For those of you that have, this has been a huge, huge game changer. And it's not just during the political meetings. It's when I get home and I have hours of guilt for standing up for somebody, which is absurd, but I do, because that's just who I've been. And the Be Brave blend has made a huge difference on it. So I really hope that you can join us next month and learn more about the I Am Fabulous blends, because they are really exceptional. I also have my, I also have my I Love Myself blend. This is my favorite blend, and I use it every day for when I get up in the morning, throughout the day. If I'm feeling low, or I start to hear those lies about myself, silly lies like your nose is ugly and your pores are huge. Who cares? Or a big one like you're not being a good mom. Like you're not playing with your kid enough, or you're not doing this enough, and all the enoughs that we give ourselves grief over. This has been a huge changer for me. So real quick, I'm going to screen share because I want to tell you about New Year, New You. This is such an exciting opportunity with doTERRA. It's the New Year, New You promotion. I pulled it up on our webpage. You can go to doTERRA, the website, and this little promotional thing. New Year, New You, doTERRA. Hey! In order to get the benefits of New Year, New You, you have to physically attend a New Year, New Year class. You can go to My Bag of Oils, and I have classes booked. Sorry, I just had my day planner in front of me so that I could tell you what everything was. But we've got classes booked all through January for this. But what I want to show you is right here. How do you get 100 free product points? This is incredible. So you just have to attend an event between January 1st and February 28th. In order to qualify for those points, you must enroll as a wellness advocate or a wellness customer. So it's basically, if you pay that $35 fee, you get that 100 points. Unlike if you order retail. If you're ordering retail, you're not going to get this benefit. So this is the time to enroll and make that lifestyle change. Once you have enrolled, you need to enroll within 5 days of that event that you attend. You need to enroll with a 100 PV enrollment order, and that's pretty much going to carry out to $100. Our point value, especially for essential oils, are dollar to point exact. And then you need to place a 100 PV loyalty rewards order the following month. So let's say you enroll and order the family physician kit, which is a small, well, I don't want to say small because it comes with a lot. 1 second. This is the old box, so you'll forgive me, but this is the family physician kit. You open it up and look at all those beautiful oils. It's 5 milliliters of our top 10 essential oils. This is $150. They waive your enrollment fee, and you get the first portion of your New Year, New You qualified. You just have to place another 100 PV order for the next month. And let's say you're ordering your multivitamin and your omega-3 like you should, because you're going to get such an incredible benefit of your oil if you're using them in conjunction with these two beauties. You're going to get half of that order right there. So then add 3 or 4 of the essential oils that you want to try that weren't in your family physician's kit or whatever. Bam, you just got 100 points. And that's roughly $100 worth of free product. And then if you do that before the 15th of this month and you enroll with a 200 PV promo, I can get you a free 15 milliliter bottle of frankincense. So if you've ever been thinking about doing this, this is the time. And if you want to go through all of the details to the promotion, please feel free to go to the website. Last thing before I leave you, I get a lot of, well, I love multivitamins and omega-3s, but I'm already on them and I don't want to switch because I like what I have. I'm not going to tell you stop using that because it's your decision. It's your journey. Please do what is best for you. However, I want to show you a little photo that explains the difference. And I'm going to share that screen real quick. And I'm so sorry that I can't zoom in anymore. I know it's really small, but I just need you to really kind of see the graph. The first one where you see common, those are your common grocery store multivitamins, the one that pretty much all of us took. And you'll see that the graph is all over the place. Some of them where you see in the blue, you're not getting near enough of what you need. And then you've got some in the red that you're getting twice the amount that you need of. You don't have something that fits that optimal range. And then next to it, you're going to see extreme, where everything's red and everything's to one end. And that's your, I call them the horse pills that you get at a supplement store. The really intense, $40 a pill, it feels like, really intensive multivitamin. You're getting so much extra that your body is working in overtime in order to digest all of that. And what ends up happening is your body doesn't digest all of it. It comes out near solid. And then this is fun. You can go to a sewage treatment plant, and before the sewage is treated, you'll notice these little things floating along the top of the water. And there's almost like a rainbow color that comes out of it, like an oil spill. And I had a friend ask, well, what is that? And the lady working there goes, oh, those are multivitamins. Because your body just passes them out and they just go into the sewage treatment. So you're overtaxing your body and you're wasting your money. Whereas with your grocery store ones, you're not getting enough to make a difference. The optimal ones at the end, that's where you're going to see a huge difference with the doTERRA LLB, because this is only for the US, so I can't speak for China and what theirs look like, but what is orange in there is what you're going to see, what we mostly get from our diet, and the doTERRA LLB really fills in those cracks. So yeah, that's all I have to share with you guys, and why I think that if you are wanting to make a lifestyle change and become a happier and healthier you here in 2017, the doTERRA supplement line and our next month, the Fabulous Focus, is an incredible place to start. So if you guys have any questions that you'd like to ask me, or Nicole or Sarah or Heidi or any of the other amazing women that are on our team, please feel free to email me. You can write to me on my Facebook page, and I would love to get back to you. I usually get back within 24 to 48 hours, barring fever. But hopefully that's not coming back, because I'm going to not double up, don't need to do that. I'm going to just take the full amount of the multivitamins till I start feeling better, and then again, see what my body's saying. If my body's saying we want to stay at 2 in the morning and 2 at night, then that's what I'm going to do. So I hope this has empowered you to step into the world of doTERRA wellness and supplements. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Bye.